There's a lot of new followers on this page, and first of all, thank you so much. It means a lot to me that you would even follow. I actually started doing the social media portion of my real estate career really out of luck. I actually posted a video 5 years ago, a running video that seemed to go well, and then figured jump in, start posting some real estate stuff, and it's taken off and we get great engagement on this page, so I really appreciate that. Last week I put out a video essentially just asking for some questions, so I put it out to you guys. The audience said any questions you have, throw them down and I'll try my best to answer them. So I figured instead of making one each time, I would try something a little bit different, go a little bit more long form, and we'll try to answer. These were the top 10 questions that came through. First question, how did I get into real estate? I knew this one was coming, very common question. So like many other agents, I just fell into it. I was a professional athlete for majority of my young life. So I was a professional baseball player from when I was 16 years old to 22, I believe. And then I was a professional football player on West Coast Eagles list from 22 to 25 or 23 to 25. And then after I got delisted from West Coast, I actually reached out to my now business partner, Paul Tonich, and asked for a job. He didn't have anything at the time. I reached out to another bunch of agents. None of them had anything. So I was kind of in limbo. That's when I got into labor hire, I got into deliveries, and then I got a really good job at a high performance gym. Absolutely loved it. Tracy, who was my boss there, I've sold her house since. Beautiful people, great family. But then we looked into or started doing some development things, and it just became a natural progression into real estate. And at the time, Paul had sold his business to a company, and there just so happened to be an opportunity for me to jump in at that point. What's the most challenging part of being an agent? I think this progresses in different situations, in different scenarios, in different eras. So at the start, the hardest part was just getting listings, having people trust me with their biggest asset. And then I think really as it goes along, it's how do you balance trying to do as well as you can in this while still having, and I don't like to say having a life because I think it's pretty holistic, but still seeing my kids, still seeing my wife, still giving them the attention that they need. And the biggest one for me would be, probably to my detriment, I'm a people pleaser, I always have been. I put myself into their situations. So giving bad news to clients, I, especially at the start, and I still do it now, but I think I'm getting better at it, I try to save people. And it was such a bad way to go about things because it was never going to work. It ended up just causing me stress, which I would then take home to my wife and bring that through there. Next question. What's the craziest thing you've seen during an inspection or an open house? We had one. I won't give any details, but we were in there. Beautiful house, absolutely stunning, all staged. It looked beautiful. Home overdrawn. Trucks come out and these people just walk in, start lifting paintings off the walls. They start taking furniture out, and we've gone, what on earth is happening here? Go up to the guy and say, hey mate, can you stop that? Turns out the developer who we were selling for just hadn't paid anybody. So the stages were taking all their furniture back. The aircon people came in, said that he owed them $40,000. The painters were saying that they were about to come through, paint the whole inside of the house green. Horrible situation, very awkward for me, but very good lesson in how to handle that and knowing what we're selling at the start as well. How do you handle difficult clients or situation? As I said, they're all a learning. And at the start, my business partner, he would always give me clients who he knew were going to be difficult. And I really thought, why are you doing this? You just don't want to handle it, that type of thing. But you have to go through that so you can learn how to do it. If you think that everyone is going to come in, it's going to be sunshine and rainbows the entire way through, nothing's going to go wrong, that's just not real life. It's not how it's going to be. So just dealing with these people and trying to gain some perspective, seeing things from their side. Most of the time, the difficult clients are just going through something far more stressful than what I'm going through. So I think it's a good thing to kind of pull yourself back and look at them. Are they going through a divorce? Have they lost family members? What is it that they're going through that's making it difficult for them, and why are they doing this? And a lot of it, looking back, a lot of the times the difficult ones, it got nasty probably because of me. You don't want to talk to them, your communication lacks off, so that's something that I'm consciously aware of, and I am trying to get better at it every single day. What is the best advice you've received in your career? There's a lot more than what I could put out here. But one thing, and it's come from my business partner, Paul, sustainability. So this is a brilliant career and I absolutely love it. But I've also seen people come in, do extremely well and be gone within 6 months. I've also seen people come in and do horribly and be gone. If you can do this career right, where you are still seeing your family, still seeing your kids, just not looking at the outside results, and it's something that I've had to learn. You can do this for I could do this till I'm 80 years old. You look at real estate, there's so many old ones because they just love it. You get to deal with people, you get to do new things every single day, but being sustainable. So I'm okay with where we're at. We write, say, $2 million GCI. We're really good agents in my opinion. Yes, I could probably double or triple that number, but at what sacrifice? I'd be having to work 12-hour days, 7 days a week, not seeing it, and it wouldn't be something that I'm interested in. How do you balance work and personal life with such a demanding job? That, I think we've covered it a little bit. I think it's just not about balancing it. It's about having that holistic approach. So if I've got, the kid, I'm my son's T-ball coach, I'm at every single school event, I do a whole bunch of stuff with both of them all the time. I believe a lot of it is about not wasting your time in between appointments. So, and I've seen it firsthand, a lot of agents, they'll go into the office, they'll spend hours on end at their desk behind their computer. That's just wasted time. There's only so much clicking around you can do. Yes, it's warranted sometimes, but I like to have a really hard focus on my appointments and on my prospecting, which this falls into that category. And then in the gaps, when I have some free time, I'll spend that time with my family, or I'll work my day around it with my family so we can do things and I can enjoy that. It is hard not to bring the job home with you, but I also think I've got a brilliant wife who went through, the highs and lows of professional sport with me. So absolutely brilliant. I think she would have to be one of the best real estate wives out, just because she knows what we're trying to achieve together. And once again, it's not easy. It's not always going to be easy. It shouldn't be easy, but I think we do it pretty well together. What's your favorite part of the job? A lot of things. I really like being creative, hence why we've started this. And I think real estate is a way that you can be creative, and not just creative in terms of doing videos and doing photos, but just everything. The way that you can sell properties, how you can express your difference to other agents. And I love, as I said, being a people pleaser. I love getting the deal done. If you can get a brilliant result for a client and see that you've actually made an impact in changing their life, nothing is better than when you go in and a client thinks their properties are worth $1 million, and if they sell it at that place, whatever, and you go and you get them $300,000 more, and that literally changes everything for them. They can either buy a nicer place, they can pay off their debts, they can send their kids to a better school, they can buy a car, those types of things, and you become part of their story more than just selling a property. That's something that I'm really passionate about and I really enjoy. What's the secret to closing a deal quickly? I don't like that. I don't like that question because it doesn't matter. In these past years, it has been pretty quick moving. But the whole thing that we base it off is being a really good agent for that family. So if we sell a property for you, hopefully we've done our job so well that you'll be more than happy to refer your mum, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, all of that. So our properties, and you can go through on realestate.com, we have records in a number of suburbs. We're not the fastest selling agents, and we're completely okay with that. If we genuinely think a property is worth more than the offers we've got now, we'll be more than happy to advise our owners to wait another week, wait another 2 weeks, take it off now and put it back on in 6 months. So I think there's no real deal about it. The deal part of it comes in getting more money for your client. So if the owner appoints me and I do my job really well, I sell the benefits of this property, I make competition with other offers, that is what I like to do. That's better than selling it in one day or 1 week. What trends do you see shaping the future of real estate? Social media and AI, actually, but I'll talk about that. Social media, I think now is completely different than it ever has been. I think people want genuine. They want to be able to interact with an agent. They want somebody that they can trust, and a great way to do it is social media, and the coverage that you get for properties is brilliant. The other one is AI. I think, I use it every single day. I also think that you have to be using it, but I don't think AI is coming to take real estate agents' jobs. I think it's coming to essentially be another level on what a real estate agent can do. So if you use it correctly, I think you should be able to double your business without too much more effort. Just what I think. Number 10, if you weren't in real estate, what would you be doing? It's a question that I've never really thought about, because I got into it pretty quickly after sport. The obvious answer for me would be in sport in some type of capacity, whether it be coaching or player development. I did want to be a player manager, but I don't know. I'm not too passionate about anything like that. I like this environment. I like real estate. I like business. So it'd definitely be something in business, whether that be trying to open a marketing office, or just trying to do something, a professional service where you can help out a lot of people and continuously build a business. Thank you so much. That was 10 questions. If there's anything else that you guys want to hear about, if there's any questions you have, real estate person, whatever it may be, drop them down in the comments. See you next time. Cheers.